Okay, so I'm just going to attempt to get these tyres off. Not sure how easy they're going to be. They are rock solid. So first of all, I've taken the drum brake out just so I can lay it flat. Obviously, let out any pressure. Could be American air for all I know. Okay, so that's the tyre flat. Before I stamp on it and try and get it off the bead, I'm just going to try and soften the rubber up with the kettle water again. Straight off the boil. Hopefully this softens up the rubber. You can hear it doing stuff. Just see. That's the tyre off the bead. That side is hot. One side off. And that's it. The back went off. It's a bit easier than I thought, to be fair. Get all these cleaned up. Tyre and tube can go in the bin. Now that the tyres are off, I'm just going to go ahead and take off the sprocket and then have a look at the cush drives just to see what condition they're in. I imagine they'll probably need replacing just like everything else. And I've already noticed, just taking the rear drum brake apart, that yeah, the pad material has actually come off the backing plate. So yeah, definitely going to need some new shoes for the rear wheel, and then we'll also take the disc off the front wheel. Just get this sprocket off. So there are some tabs on here that I've already flattened out the way, which just you just need to tap those out the way just to access the nuts. Okay, so that's the sprocket off. Okay, so I think there's a tool that I need to get to be able to remove that, but we can do that at a later date. There is enough clearance here to be able to remove the spokes, and I'll clean up the face of this, and then we'll inspect the cush drives at a later date. So yeah, that's the back wheel done. And then we'll just take off the disc on the front, which allows us to get to the hub flange so that we can get the spokes out. And same again, there are some tabs here that you just need to flatten out just so you can undo the nuts. So that's the disc remove, which now exposes this hub flange. So if we are able to, well, even if I cut them, you're going to need to be able to get to this part to get the spoke out. But yeah, if I can get them undone, then I will. Just maybe get a bit of money back. Hopefully you could resell them on for original spokes. Obviously, if the spoke nipples are seized, then I am just going to get the angle grinder and cut the spokes out, because we are going to replace them for stainless steel spokes. Put the nuts back on the bolts just so they're together, you know where they go. Okay, so that's the bolts out, so we'll just move the bolts over here with the retaining tabs. And then I don't have a spoke key big enough. But what I used on my other bike, and I'm pretty sure it's the same size on here, is a 6mm spanner. And yeah, you do get a little bit more leverage than a spoke key. So I'll just try a few of these, see if they come undone. Okay, that's turning. Okay, so they are. Some of them are turning. Some of them are turning and some of them are looking like they're gonna round off. So the ones that do turn, I'm just gonna release the tension off those, and then it might make it easier to undo the ones that looked like they were about to start rounding off. Okay, so that's all the spokes loose and ready to come out, including the wheel weights. Yeah, they all did come undone pretty easily, to be fair. If anyone's after some original spokes that they might want to replate or anything like that, then please let me know. I'm probably going to put them on eBay just to sort of try and reap some money back towards the build. They're ready to come apart now, so probably a good time just to take a picture just of the wheel, just so you've got a little bit of reference to go back for, just regarding the spoke pattern and where they cross and things like that. So I'll get a couple of pictures now and just move on to stripping them down completely, and I'll do that in a time-lapse form. Okay, so they're all apart now and ready to clean up the rims and the hubs, and then be replacing the spokes for stainless steel. Okay, so this is the front hub. So as you can see, not terrible, but whilst it's apart, might as well get it as clean as I can, because it's never going to be apart again. So yeah, this is how it is, and then I'll put in another clip of how it looks after I've cleaned it up and polished it, and then I'll probably do a separate video of how I'm polishing my parts with just basic hand tools. Really, I don't have anything flash, but I'm getting quite a good finish on here. So yeah, next clip will be a clean hub. Okay, so there it is, the front hub's now polished. Didn't take too long. So yeah, it's all done now and ready to build back up onto the rim with its new spokes. There's the rear drum cover as well, and yeah, we'll move on now to building the wheels. Okay, so here it is all laid out. So the rear hub's polished, the front hub's polished, and the rims are done. The rims aren't perfect, but I need to save some money somewhere, so the rims can just stay how they are, and then maybe in the future I'll replace them. New stainless steel butted spokes, so these are actually bent to original specifications, so the inbound spokes are different to the outbound spokes. Just a slight different bend on here. So they are butted spokes, front and rear, stainless steel, along with nipples as well. So yeah, wheels are all ready to be built up now. I think I'm just going to do this in a time lapse, and yeah, the next clip you'll see is me building them, and then the final product. Okay, so that's the back wheel done. All the spokes laced in, stainless steel double butted spokes with brass nipples. I've polished the hub and cleaned and polished up the rim. I mean, the rim isn't perfect, but my options were either send off this rim for re-chroming, which would have taken quite a while, or to actually replace the rim itself, which I didn't really want to do and would have been sort of over £100 per rim. So I've just decided to clean up this rim, get it the best I can. Maybe I could change the rim in the future if it does bother me, but I've built this one up now, and I have also built up the front one, so I'll just grab that now. Okay, so that's the front wheel as well, and I've decided just to do a separate video on building these wheels and how to build. So in this video I won't go into any detail on lacing the wheel, but I am going to release another video on how to build up a spoked motorcycle wheel, and I'm also going to do another video on how I've been polishing up these parts just with basic sort of hand tools really. So keep an eye out for those videos, they'll be out after this one. And yeah, I hope you like that video. The wheels are ready to be sort of trued up and dished over, and the tyres put on, and then the bike will be rolling again. So yeah, I hope you like that. If you did, then please give us a subscribe and a like, it will help. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.